Castro. You can follow me at The Last Amanda on Twitter. I have been a Frigid affiliated artist for, gosh, I don't know, so long. 5 years, 6 years. I've lost count. By the way, if you have comments, we can see those comments. So feel free to give us some shout outs, some questions. We'll throw them up here for you. But I was originally supposed to just screen manage tonight, and I was looking forward to it. And around 5 o'clock, I said, I'm feeling like having some Doritos and some cake. So I took myself for a walk. I got my Doritos. I got my cake. And I sat down to eat my Doritos and my cake. And I was like, just counting down to Frigid Fridays. And around 6:30, as I was putting another bite of cake in my mouth, I was halfway through. I got a phone call from the very lovely Emily Godfrey. And she said, "Hey, Amanda, we need you to host tonight." And I said, "I'm there." I put the cake down, didn't finish the cake. And I got it together. So here I am, and I'm very excited to be hosting Frigid Fridays. If you want to support Frigid, you can join them on their Patreon /Frigid New York, or donate at their Venmo at Frigid New York. I'm feeling pretty good these days. I'm fully marinated now from the Moderna. Give us a shout out or a comment if you've gotten vaxxed. Let's see who's vaxxed. I like saying vaxxed like that. Vaxxed. Who's vaxxed out there? Who's vaxxed? But every once in a while, you just gotta have a cake day, even if things are starting to look more optimistic and upbeat. There's just cake days. I want to say thank you to Joey, our tech. We've got some amazing other artists here tonight. We're gonna have some infomercials about what you need to do if you want to come see live theater. We've got a comic later tonight. But to kick us off, we've got some karaoke with Roger Nasser. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Roger Nasser, and I'll be singing She's Like the Wind. She's like the wind through my dreams. She rides the night next to me. She leads me through moonlight, only to burn me with the sun. She's taken my heart, but she doesn't know what she's done. I feel her breath in my face, her body close to me. Can't look in her eyes, she's out of my league. Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. She's like the wind. I look in the mirror and all I see is a young old man with only a dream. Am I just fooling myself that she'll stop the pain? Living without her, I go insane. I feel her breath in my face, her body close to me. Can't look in her eyes, she's out of my league. Just a fool fool to believe I have anything she needs. She's like the wind. Feel your breath in my face, your body close to me. Can't look in your eyes, you're out of my league. Just a fool to believe, just a fool to believe. She's like the wind, she's like just a fool to believe. She's like the wind, just a fool to believe. She's like the wind, just a fool to believe. She's like the wind. She's like the wind. She's like the wind.
And I'm back. That last one, that took me on an emotional journey. I don't know about everybody else. There was a lot there I didn't expect, and some very good information at the end about dismantling systems of oppression. Wow. And the karaoke, I was singing along, and apparently some other people were too. I'm trying to find. Here we go. That one's not me, although some of those comments will be me, because I'm doing the banners and I'm doing the switching and I'm doing some of the comments. And Ares is also fully vaxxed. Woo, 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 woo. Hopefully that didn't blow out your speakers right there. Yeah. So let us know how you're feeling about, I don't know, anything. Theater opening up, you're fully vaxxed. You had something really delicious for dinner. You dismantled a form of oppression. I don't know. This isn't scripted. So we're just going with what is happening right now. And, I think what is going to happen right now is a little song from our friend and regular Frigid artist, Jackson Sturkey. Yeah, why not?
I don't know what kind of show you think this is. But we're taking it to Louisiana. After naming your Campbell blog. Well, one week Heartbreak Lake comes through, and he sings a song that is Jabba the Hutt singing the blues. Well, I was so inspired that I went away and wrote my own Star Wars love song, which we're going to play for you now. It was called Find the Droids. We were made to fight some far-off emperor's intergalactic war. I may be one of many clones. No clone heart loves you more. I hate sand, it's rough, coarse, and irritating, and it gets everywhere. It's hot, it's Jabba the Hutt's taint on this desert planet, but you're here, so I don't care. If we could just take off our helmets, then maybe you could see we share more than uniforms and DNA. You belong with me. I hope you realize stars are for looking at and not for fighting wars. Used to laugh when you knock your head on the bottom of spaceship's doors. You fall in love as deep as Mount Policies, cause the seas that have no shore. And I hope you find the droids you're looking for. I hope you find the droids you're looking for. Remember when you said Order 66 was a cruel and hateful blow? The only thing that's worse is loving you and knowing you'll never know. I think love only has a dark side. The light side only lets you down. I get choked up when I think of it, though Lord Vader's not around. If we could just take off our helmets, then maybe you could see we share more than uniforms and DNA. You belong with me. I hope you realize stars are for looking at and not for fighting wars. Used to laugh when you knock your head on the bottom of spaceship's doors. You fall in love as deep as Mount Policies, cause the seas they have no shore. And I hope you find the droids you're looking for. I hope you find the droids you're looking for. you realize stars are for looking at and not for fighting wars. Used to laugh when you knock your head on the bottom of spaceship's doors. You fall in love as deep as Montcala seas, cause the seas they have no shore. And I hope you find the droids you're looking for. Though I'll never be the droids you're looking for.
None of us knows when we'll be able to be in the same room again for theater.
How are you doing in quarantine? How are you?
I'm good now.
Good now.
In the show, that it's sad that we literally, I think we had one last performance right before this all happened.
You still have health benefits, yeah?
Sort of. They have us going through Cobra.
Thank you all for joining us.
I'm happy for you that you're here.
Same. We love you for being here tonight.
Because you're just like, I have to create content. And so it actually has been kind of nice to be like, okay, well, what am I actually doing? Is it helping anyone? Is it helping me?
That was the most fun instructional video I have ever watched. Frigid New York, round of applause. I was dancing, I was bopping, and most importantly, I was learning what it took to safely go to the theater these days. Yes, and calling things pods, that makes me feel like I'm in Disney World. Bravo. And that graphic with the little penguin in the mask, I just want to put him in my pocket and take him home. That is adorable. Well, we have a very special treat tonight. we have a stand-up comic joining us all the way from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. They're literally, they're coming from the future. Please welcome the amazing Juliana Heng.
Okay. Hi. Thanks, Amanda. Hi, everyone. I'm Juliana Heng from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. If you haven't been to Kuala Lumpur before, you did not miss much. We are just the Asian version of Detroit. We are actually in the future, which is 8:21 a.m. at the moment. So what this means is I'm already done with hangover. I have autism. Autism happens when one part of the brain grows faster than others. For me, it's my forehead. Well, less of a forehead, more of a five head. Because of autism, I'm a bit slow. When you all listen to jokes, you will laugh immediately. I will laugh a bit later. Tomorrow. If you aren't laughing right now, don't worry. You are just like me. This reminds me of your former president, Donald Trump. Every time a Daily News reporter asked him a question, he only tweeted back a reply at 3 a.m. By the way, Donald was saying that the COVID-19 is the Chinese bird flu. I may be Chinese, but don't worry. You won't get the COVID-19 from me through YouTube Live. But because I'm autistic, you will get it tomorrow. Speaking about laughter, according to laughteronlineuniversity.com, there are 15 types of laughter ranging from the softest to the loudest. As an autistic, I can only pick up 3 types of laughter. The first one goes like this. Ha 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 ha. That's the real laughter. The second one goes like this. It's the polite laughter, which means you suck and I pity you. And the third type of laughter goes like this. It's the laughter of Bernie Sanders. I'm 30 years old and still single. There's no joke in this. I just want to tell you, I'm still available. Dating is hard for someone like me because I cannot read emotions, social cues, and flirting signals. Sometimes I don't even know when someone wants to kiss me until I feel their tongue. My love life has been a mess. I've been on 6 first dates this year, and all of them ended the same way. They tried to sell me something. Insurance, travel membership, and a human liver. I bought the liver. You will never know when you need a new one. As someone who is literal, now I'm using a dating app for autistic people. All I need to do when I see someone I like is to swipe up. It's called Pokemon Go. As someone who is literal, I find dating app names very complicated. For example, Tinder. I thought that is an app for smokers to look for their lighters. Grindr, I thought that is an app for guys to look for their power tools to screw each other. And Coffee Meets Bagel, I actually thought that it's a new food delivery app. When the guy comes, he has no food. He is the bagel. We don't have such problems in the autistic dating world. We have an autistic dating site. It has a brilliant name. It's called autisticdating.com. Because we don't fuck around when we want to fuck around. So the thing is, recently, my dad just turned 69. And so he celebrated it by doing a 96. Dad is divorcing my mom. He told me he does not have a girlfriend, but told me he has a type. It's weird knowing that your dad has a type. It's even weirder to know that dad's type is the same as mine. We like the same type of girl, which is anyone except my mom. Both of us are on dating apps. Dad is on Tinder. I'm on Pokemon Go. And I get more success. Recently, Dad told me about a new girl he's seeing. Juliana, I feel that this girl is into my intelligence. And I said, Pa, I feel that this girl is into your pension. Recently, I came out to my dad. Pa, I like women. My dad said, Juliana, you are only into women because you met too many shitty men. And I said, Pa, you are right. I met you. So people can be unkind at times. I once had a boss who told me, Juliana, you don't look autistic. And I told him, what a coincidence. You don't look like a boss. People also told me, Juliana, you have autism. Does that mean that you have commitment issues and you're unable to hold down a full-time job? That's not true. My commitment issues and my job issues has nothing to do with my autism. I'm just a shitty person. I was an accountant. I quit. I hated it. It's so boring. Yes, I'm an Asian autistic person who hates maths. My boss said my communication skills sucks, so he sent me to a workshop. And I learned that if you want people to listen to you, start a sentence with congratulations. So I put that into practice immediately. Congratulations! You have all the time you want in the world. You are fired. Congratulations! You don't need to pay rent anymore. You are homeless. Congratulations! You can stay in bed as much as you want. You have COVID. People told me, Juliana, you have autism. You cannot drive. That's not true. I'm a very conservative driver. My maximum speed limit is only 50 miles per hour on the oncoming lane. Even better, I'm an Uber driver back home in Asian Detroit. Uber sent a message to my passengers informing them that I'm disabled, but they did not state what kind of disability I have. Because of that, every time I drive up to my passengers, they will cancel on me when they see me in sunglasses. Thank you so much. I'm Juliana Heng.
Hello. Hi. We're just messing around here at the crane. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. There's so much stuff is happening. We're welcome to Funny Women of a Certain Age at the fabulous Crane Theater. Just so you know, this will be our last virtual show. Yay! 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 No, I know that some of you people who have been watching our shows have been very comfortable sitting on your ass in your underwear watching us, but you have to come back now and you have to see us live. So we're so excited about that. I mean, we're excited to do the show for you tonight because this has been, for Vanessa and I, this has been a lifesaver because at least we get to be on stage. Doesn't matter, we can't hear anybody laughing. It just means that we get to perform. So it's very excited for that. And April 28th, we will be doing Funny Women of a Certain Age live. There will be people in the audience. Yes, because Cuomo finally decided that we could open up, which, you know, I'm a little upset with Andrew. I have to say, I'm a little upset with him. When we did the Today Show, which was this week, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, that Friday morning, we were so excited because we're doing the Today Show and it's airing, and Andrew goes and does a whole press conference, and he just wouldn't stop. He would not shut up. I was very upset with him, but he at least shut up so that people could see the second segment. So I was thrilled that he did that. And then, you know, as you know, when we're in the middle of all this, excuse me, and you know, we all didn't know what was happening in our lives. The only thing that kept us going was listening to Andrew Cuomo tell us, like a boss. He was telling us what we needed to do. We needed to do this, and we needed to do that, and we needed to do that. The former guy who was running our country was like, there is nothing, so be happy and spit on each other. So that's why, like, we have these mixed feelings for Andrew Cuomo. I think we all agree with that because, you know, the touching is not a good thing, Andrew. Not a good thing. But here's the thing about powerful men across the board, because this isn't a Republican or Democrat or liberal or conservative or independent. This is a guy thing, okay? This is a man thing. Powerful men, listen to what I'm telling you because I know you're watching. Powerful men need to keep it in their fucking pants, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? We don't want you to go, hey, you're so cute, smile more, calm down. We don't care. Just do your fucking job, okay? Do your fucking job.
I mean, and I was around way before the Me Too movement. And I remember if my boss would say, I like the way you walk, I felt thin and then I was going to keep my job, you know, because I had something tight. But if he had the nerve to ask me to make him a cup of coffee, I'd be like, make you a cup of coffee. Make you a cup of coffee. And I remember my boss said, make me some coffee. So I made him some I made it so strong. I took maybe I poured half a pound of the coffee in the drip. It was like, it came out like sludge. It made like Turkish coffee seem like, you know, light. And I gave it to him just to watch his face when he spit it up all over his desk. And he never asked me to make him coffee again. So I need a New York guided meditation. I'm telling you, that's what I need. It's honest, it's relatable, and it'll calm me down. Like, breathe in and breathe out. Take your bag and put it under your tush, because if someone steals your bag in Central Park, you'll lose whatever serenity you got. And quite frankly, you're from New York, you can't afford to lose any serenity. Breathe in and breathe out. You're going to hear the clank of the bottles. That's the homeless. They need jobs. Don't judge, least you be judged. Karma. Breathe in and breathe out. I don't want you to think about your flabby ass, your non-existent tits, and your horrible children. One day they'll have horrible children that will be horrible to them, and you will know a profound, I repeat, profound joy. Breathe in and breathe out. I don't want you to think about your emotionally unavailable partner, because everyone in New York City is gay, and at least somebody loves you. Breathe in and breathe out. And remember, alternate side rule parking is in effect. The G train is running on the F line. The C train is running on the D line. Both bridges are closed, the upper and lower level on the George Washington, due to a huge crash with a truck. So you're going to be here for a while. Breathe in and breathe out. And I want you to keep your eyes closed, not for any serenity, but the guy to the right of me is wearing a space helmet. He's got his dick hanging out. And we're going to close with one New York City mantra. Breathe in, I hate myself. Breathe out, I love New York. Thank you very much.
Yeah! Oh my gosh. Funny Women of a Certain Age. And and an amazing, talented stand-up comic, Juliana Hang. When you said, what did you say? Kuala Lumpur is like the Asian Detroit. I lost it. And then I just kept losing it. So funny. Thank you so much for joining us tonight here on Frigid Fridays. And just a reminder, we can see your comments. Throw them up there. I missed a couple earlier. I complimented Frigid on that lovely instructional video. Apparently, it was made by one Justin Harris. Thank you for that. Yeah. This is lovely. I don't know about you all, but this is much better than eating Doritos and cake, sitting on my couch and watching the newest episodes of A Million Little Things. James Rody Rodriguez is one of my TV boyfriends. Just gonna throw that out there. But let's keep it moving with some other great stuff, some funny movies and some other things coming at you from Frigid, New York.
The year is 1903. Filmmaker Edwin Porter amazed audiences with his moving picture, The Great Train Robbery. This 12-minute flicker was a smash success and considered to be the first big blockbuster. So what's next for Mr. Porter? He's meeting with a young screenwriter to hear the first movie pitch.
Congratulations on your movie, Mr. Porter. And thanks for meeting with me.
Yes, well, it's time I made another moving picture. Let's discuss your idea.
Oh, certainly. Did you enjoy my script?
Well, I haven't read all 10 pages of it, but my assistant is giving me coverage. Why don't you give me the general premise?
Okay, well, basically, it's the Great Train Robbery meets something that isn't the Great Train Robbery.
Well, I like the part that's like the Great Train Robbery. Tell me more.
It's about a fella
who robs a train.
No.
Oh, he's the fellow who foils the train robbery.
No.
So this fella just sits on his duff while the train's being robbed?
No, there's no train.
You're going to have a hard time making a movie about a train robbery without a cursed train.
Well, there's no train robbery in my script.
The Great Train Robbery had a train, a robbery, and a train robbery. And that moving picture was a hit. Right now, the GTR is playing in 4 cities. In Philadelphia alone, it's made over $11.
My script has a scene set in the rain. And the word train has the word rain in it.
There's no rain in the Great Train Robbery, just drama and shooting.
But my script's a romantic comedy.
If it were up to me, I'd produce your script. But these days, people want films with locomotive-based crimes.
Fine. I'll add a train robbery.
Now you're talking. All right, now, where does this take place?
A small desert island.
We can change that. Who are your leads?
It's a love triangle. 2 best friends fall for the same girl.
For the one fella, we'll cast the lead from the Great Train Robbery. And for his rival, we'll cast the villain from the Great Train Robbery. And for the female lead, you're going to think I'm crazy. A younger actress with bigger tits. All right. Now all we need is a title. I've got it.
One last love song, and it's called A Ghost Light for You. It's not the same without the lights, without the people in the room. Please wait 5 minutes longer. The house will open soon. I've heard the show must go on. Gee, I hope is true. I'll be waiting in the wings. I'll keep a ghost light burning for you. It's not the same without the stars lighting up the room. If I wait just a little longer, the house will open soon. I've heard the show must go on. Gee, I hope that is true. I'll be waiting in the wings. I'll keep a ghost light burning for you. I've heard the show must go on. Gee, I hope that is true. I'll be waiting in the wings. I'll keep a ghost light burning for you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Caesar Williams, and I am the Artistic Director of the Obie Award-winning Fire This Time Festival, which operates under the Frigid New York umbrella. As we all know, the pandemic has hit the arts community especially hard. Please consider becoming a patron of Frigid New York and join at whatever level you feel comfortable. If you do, you'll get cool rewards like merchandise, invites to virtual happy hours, plus tickets to shows with drinks once we reopen. Simply go to patreon.com/Frigid New York. Again, that's patreon.com/Frigid New York to support indie theater and the real people who make it. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear us? Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Woohoo! And we can hear you. Oh my God! Right now, though, just as always, to start us off with the theme song, it's Mike Milazzo. Mike Milazzo, everybody. Mike Milazzo.
Hope you can hear this.
So on deck is going to be John Banzer. Right now, please welcome to the open mic for the first time in quite some time, Misho Shakur, everybody.
Yeah. Show. It's good to see all of you. It's like now you see someone, you're like, you're not dead. Great. Now,
Yes. No, I'm still alive.
like now you guys know what it's like to be from Syria, you know?
Now, everybody, welcome Luke Graglia. Luke Graglia.
Woo! Oh my God. Somebody's unmuted. Oh, this is fantastic. This is like a real conversation. What's up?
Not much. What's up?
Great. Oh, wow. This is fantastic. I was going to say, because if it was everybody muted, I was going to be like, I'm just talking to a screen. This is like every day, all day for me, except I'm talking to Sex and the City reruns that I play in the background. But this is even better because you can talk back to me.
Any holiday actually gets me thinking about holidays in the past and like what I was doing. And obviously, I don't know. I think it is to be said that 420 is a stupid quote unquote holiday. It's a silly thing. And there's like a real person out there who celebrates it really genuinely. And I don't want that person to be my friend. Like,
Ladies and gentlemen, the management regrets to inform you that in this evening's performance, the role of Mike Daisy will be played by Mike Daisy. Mr. Daisy is an excitable young man who is very easily distracted. So please, silence all cell phones and other devices. Take a moment to note the exits in case you need to flee the theater. Finally, do not throw anything at Mr. Daisy until the conclusion of the performance. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
That was a terrible year. 2019. I really had thought that bad years like that were behind me. But from the middle of it, I couldn't quite believe where I was sitting, which was on the deck. Well, it's not really a deck, it's a roof of the back of my apartment. I was sitting out there with a workman who had just set up tremendous heaters inside my apartment, and they were running so that the inside of my apartment, as we were having this conversation, was 180 or 190 degrees, which seems like a level of heat that should cause your apartment to burst into flames, but it's not quite enough. It's just barely not enough. It's like Beakroom level, except my apartment is not a tremendous Beakroom studio. It's a regular fucking apartment. And so it was tremendously hot because my apartment was filled with bed bugs. Yeah, exactly. By the time I got to the end of that year, I just knew, even though I felt kind of hopeless, I at least knew, as I remember as I sat on New Year's Eve, like we often do. I remember I raised a toast. I said to 2020, this is going to be my year. I don't know how, but somehow this is going to be my year. I'm just going to get out there. I'm going to try to do more shows at small theaters. I'm going to try to be more engaged with life. To everyone. To 2020. The theater is a liminal space. And I get that that's a thing we all say all the time in like postgraduate seminars and no one knows what the fuck it means. But I'll give you a brief description. It's the simplest way of understanding a liminal thing is to say it is archetypal and universal, like a liminal space means that every time you go into a theater, it's the same. Like this thing I'm having with you right now, even though you are in masks and you are seated far apart from one another, like very far, it still evokes all the other times I've been in a theater, speaking from the position where the light is out into the darkness. And I had some fears before I was on stage tonight for weeks now that you would feel weird. That it wouldn't really be your fault, but just it would be strange. But I also knew, because I've done this for a while, that wouldn't actually happen. That it would instead feel exactly like it always has, because this is the conversation we are having in real time, you and I together. And it seems like I'm doing most of the talking, and I understand that. It is sort of an exercise in mansplaining. But most of the work is actually listening to you out there in the dark, and I'm relieved to see and feel that I can hear you. And I wasn't entirely sure if that was going to work. Although I'm silly, I should have known. And you know why I should have known? Because I started in places just like this. We're in the Crane Theater, because I said it was a liminal space, but it's not. We're not like in the fifth dimension. We're actually somewhere. I'm not speaking to you in the room. You know where we are. You were like, I took an Uber here. I know where the fuck we are. I'm speaking for the ghosts who are watching through the stream right now, because we're actually mediating this on two levels. There are those of you in the room who fought and clawed your way to get here. And then there are the people who are, I assume, laying on Barco loungers and, you know, maybe completely in bed or watching me on the world's tiniest screen or the world's largest screen, like whatever they feel like. And of course, a fascinating sort of thing is happening in terms of people viewing something, because of course you are having the experience that you are here having a live event. You are in the living theater right now. You didn't know this would even come back. You didn't know if it could come back. You're having that experience. And they are having the experience of wishing they were here. They are. They are, because they want to come back to these theaters. But isn't it also true that to some degree, you wish you could be there? The problem with talking about last year, and it's a problem or it's an opportunity, is that it's kind of universal. Also, there's the truth that a lot of you have done it for yourselves, and that's wonderful. That's actually as it should be. So I'm gonna spare you just from the top, just to let you know that I'm not gonna tell you my story. You know, my story, the story, the first of the stories, of course, is the story of how you realized it was a pandemic. The classic story now. Like, we all have our version of the story because it happened to and for everyone at different times. I'm not going to tell you my story. It's not that interesting anyway, you know, but you already have your version, and they're all kind of the same. They're like, things seem so normal. Things are a little weird. What's going on? And then this happened, and then this penny dropped, and then I was like, holy shit! You lived it. You remember. Yeah, we don't have to do that. But I will tell you about something, which is, I want to tell you about the moment that I didn't realize the pandemic was happening. The thing about the plague is that it's a natural disaster. It's a natural disaster that, thanks to brilliant scientists and a tremendous application of money and energy, we have a vaccine for. There is going to be no vaccine for fascism. And there's going to be no vaccine for the collapse of the climate, which is in fact the thing that led to having a pandemic in the first place. I mean, the fact is that the pandemic happened, you know, when I read about climate collapse and work on it for this future show. One of the things that happens again and again is that people in the field trying to figure out how we're going to resist, you know what they would always say? They would say, it's scary because we don't know how to motivate people. Like, what's really horrifying is that people don't believe that change is really possible in terms of how we use fossil fuels, in terms of how we live our lives. Like, we can't conceptualize change actually happening. What would be great is if something really radical would happen that would cause people to radically change how they act, so they would at least recognize that change is possible. Like, what would be really amazing is if something global happened that made people change, so then they would at least see that changing their behavior could actually happen. I'm not telling you to like the plague, but it is a warning. It is a gift. You want to know what the fuck happened? We were given an opportunity. We have an opportunity we have to grab as tightly as we can, because there is a chance that we could stop this. There's a chance that we could change the direction we're headed in, ecologically and democratically. We have to actually act. And if we don't act, we're going to pay the price of it in the largest way. If we act the way we traditionally have, then thank you so much for coming out tonight. This has been a show. It happened and now it's ended. And so you may not remember, but now you're free to leave and re-enter your lives. I want to thank everybody at the Crane and Erez and everybody, Emily and everyone here who's been so wonderful at helping to set this up and make this happen. And I want to let you know that we're going to come back and do more shows. We're looking at doing another show, I believe, on May 7th. And I believe tickets are going to be available really soon. They might not even be up even as we speak. So if you'd like to attend, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put streaming tickets up first, and then we'll let you know this upcoming week when the actual in-person seats are available, so that everyone doesn't have like a knife fight trying to get them. Thank you so much, and have a great
For the man in the black coat, the strange white cap, like a spider in a chair with his hurt in the air, could muster up a sound. His friend the noose, with his tongue locked up like he took too much of something and he just woke up. He's just loose and hanging out. And you just sitting around like a fly on the wall, like a rat in the garbage, like a rose in the garden, like a parrot spitting out. See the telephone ring and the side door swing. You see the man on the chair bring his head to his friend. Said to keep your eyes on me. Is there something in the dark that you might want to see? So the man in the coat brings his head to his chin. He offers you his perspective, but you're not listening. As he steps up on the table, and you sit silent and free, a silhouette in the dark, and practically a diffuser, if not an outright loser. Whether you hear you or not, but you're a liar and a fool, and you're fucked up, deluded, a stranger to the people that say that they knew you. Your mama cried when you were born, and there's a pound in your head and you just can't think, and your eyes won't stop looking at the man on the string. Yeah, you decide to take a peek, 'cause there's something in the dark that you might want to see. And there's something in the dark that you might want to see. When the gutter of the morning, when you just want to connect, and you're stumbling over, looking for somebody to infect, you're slipping on a ballroom floor, you're sheltered from the rain. Are you feeling like a stranger? Now that you're starving once again. His empty words bleed out like a river flowing as you stumble for your point, and the vultures wing and find another savior to anoint. And as you're slipping fast, you grab the door, you follow her outside. You write a card out on an old receipt saying, call me anytime. But open up the gate, my friend. I've seen you, but I'm never good with names. I see the dawn behind the empty cars now. Run along before it gets too late. And he will stay out of sight behind the shadows and in the night, so you can see right through the faces of this parasite. You've spoken of the idols, the Moses and his gods of disdain. While she's crouched inside of a bathroom stall that's peppered with cocaine. And so you slink out through the back door and find yourself inside of this room. Are you praying to the highway will unfold itself to you? But sink your teeth right through me, love, right there, don't stop, I'll make it out alright. Oh, I could never walk without you, though I haven't moved an inch since you've arrived. And then it'll sink into the night and leave you naked in the light. But you can see right through the faces of this parasite.
Well, here we are at the end of a lovely evening. And I don't know about you, but I had a wonderful time. I mean, we saw Juliana Heng, funny comic. We had a little information about that open mic. Saw first pitch, man. That I really liked that. I don't know about you, but I liked it. Some fun new stuff and serious from Mike Daisy. And by the way, there is another Mike Daisy show coming up. And it is called, if you missed it, it's called Scott and Andy and All the Boys. Woo! Woo! I don't know about you, but I want to catch that one. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people that did not claw my way to the top and through the streets of New York to get an in-person ticket for a pod. And now they're all sold out. You can't get yourself a pod. It doesn't matter if you're fully vaccinated or not, fresh off the Javits Center. You can't get a pod for that show. But you know what you can do? You can go get a ticket at Frigid. I'm going to forget the website because I'm enjoying my cake so much. Thank you. Frigid.nyc. Thank you, Joey. Joey, everyone. Joey. Anyway, yeah. Well, you know what? I've had such a lovely time with all of you tonight. Go get some virtual tickets to Mike Daisy. Get some pod tickets to Funny Women of a Certain Age. Although, you know what? I think that one might be sold out too. Because I was on the website the other day and I was like, uh-oh, I missed it. But go check. Frigid.nyc, Mike Daisy, Funny Women of a Certain Age. Go see some theater as New York is waking back up. And finally, last but not least, we have for you some original music by Germano Toussaint.
Thank you for tuning in to Frigid Fridays. This is Germano Toussaint. I'm happy to be a part of this. I'll be premiering 2 songs from my upcoming album, Brown Liquor and Blessed Oil, which chronicles my upbringing, growing up in a party atmosphere, to the church, back to a party atmosphere, and a lot in between. I'll be performing a song called Losing My Religion, and my good friend and mentor, Dr. John Martin Green, will be performing a song called His Father's Son. I hope you enjoy. I've gained some peace of mind these days. I'm just trying to shine. I've kept my focus, though the past still tries to whisper its lies. I've had my mind made up 200,000 times. I've broken chains that had me bound up most of my life. I've questioned everything, salvation, redemption, sin. I'm shedding skins I didn't know I wasn't. Losing my religion. Trying to get close to you, and I don't know if I can do it. Haven't I done enough? Should I give it up? I was told there are 2 masters and you must choose. Just weigh your choices and consider what you can lose. No gray, just black or white, right or wrong, weak or strong. I've held them all, but held on for far too long. I've questioned everything, salvation, redemption, sin. I'm shedding skins I didn't know I was. Losing my religion. Losing my religion. Trying to get close to you, and I don't know if I can do it. Don't know. Haven't I done enough? Should I give it up? I wanna know what's on the other side. What does it feel like to be free? Is the confusion I was caught to hide? What does it feel like to truly be free? Losing my religion. Trying to get close to you. And I don't know. Haven't I done enough? Haven't I? Should I give it up? I'm losing my religion. Trying to get close to you, and I don't know if I can do it. Haven't I done enough? Should I give it up?
bless the man who knows where he's coming from. God bless the boy who knows where he's going. A little hope in his hand and the beat of his own drum. Where will he land? There's no way of knowing. He's too big for little things. He'll fly before he crawls, working to live his dream, hoping that he won't fall. He gets what he wants. He ain't afraid of anything, and he ain't worried about his faults. He's way meant to spread his wings. He's just his father's son, trying to beat someone. He is always on the run. He's just his father's son. That's where it all comes from. He's always aiming for the top, and his crime is never done. How far can he go? Not even he can know. He's relaxing and testing. He's going against the flow. Though there's giants all around, they don't even catch his eye. He stands on higher ground with his head kept to the sky. He's too big for little things. He'll fly before he crawls, working to live his dream, hoping that he won't fall. He gets what he wants. He ain't afraid of anything, and he ain't worried about his faults. He's aiming to spread his wings. He's just his father's son, trying to be someone. He is always on the run. He's just his father's son. That's where it all comes from. He's always aiming for the top, and his crime is never done. If he falls, he gets back up again. Just dusts it off and keeps on stepping. He knows the enemy within, but he's got a secret weapon. He's a chip off the old block, an apple falling from the tree. He's filling shoes and starting to walk, and he does it so deliciously. He's just his father's son, trying to be someone. He is always on the run. Run and run and run. He's just his father's son. That's where it all comes from. He's always aiming for the top, and his crime is never done. He's just his father's son, trying to be someone. He is always on the run. Run and run and run. He's just his father's son. That's where it all comes from. Always aiming for the top, and his crime is never done.